I'm gonna run through my favorites for the past 2 months. I did not upload a favorites video last month, so this is kind of a combination of the past 2 months rolled into one. This first item, I've been wearing this a lot on the bottom lash line. I used to really love this mascara. This one is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I usually get these little mini sizes all the time when I purchase the Clinique Dramatically Different Face Lotion. I love that lotion to death. I've been using it for like 11 years. It just has a very basic wand, but I just love how it gets a hold of the bottom lashes down there. It separates them. I found, I went through one of these and then this is the second one that I pulled out. I have noticed that it performs a little bit better after it's dried out a little. So this one, I just barely opened this, and you should be seeing the other one that I just finished off in my empties video coming up very, very soon. So I really like this. If you have a couple of these kicking around, try it out for the bottom lashes. If you use it on the upper lashes, it just gives this really nice, somewhat natural sort of look to the lashes. They almost look a little fluttery and feathery, I guess, if that's a way to describe them. But I've really been enjoying that Clinique mascara, and I'm very happy because I have probably 5 or 6 of these little tubes hanging out in my back stock. I've actually been dabbling in my MAC palettes. This is just one of them. I actually have 2 of these double-sided palettes. I really enjoy my MAC shadows. I find that I'll kind of go back and forth between using other palettes from other brands, and then when I go back to my MAC shadows, I just fall back in love with them. There's been one specific shade that I used to have a complete love obsession with years ago, and I started using it again recently and I absolutely love it. It is this top, can I show you right there? That is Satin Taupe from MAC, and I'll actually link up in the cards up there my MAC swatch video. I go through all of my MAC eyeshadows, swatch them all out for you. That is what Satin Taupe looks like. It almost has like a purple tinge to it. If you like cooler shadows, or if you like a taupey shadow that has a little bit of coolness to it or a slight purple tinge, this is really beautiful. So that is a swatch of it there. I like putting this all over the lid, especially, and then just tossing some liner into the waterline and tight lining, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. So I've really fallen back in love with some of my MAC shadows recently. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that I have a weird obsession with Real Techniques brushes and their sponge, their Complexion Sponge. I absolutely love it. I actually prefer their sponge over the Beauty Blender, the original Beauty Blender, but I saw that these 2 sets were available on the Octoly website. These 2 sets right here. This one in the orange packaging is for the face, and the one in the purple is for the eyes. I actually took a couple clips using these brushes while I was getting ready today, so they actually even come with the little holder here, which I think is nice. I can actually fit additional brushes in here, so it's not just built for these 4 brushes specifically, but this is the one for the face. It's called their Flawless Base Set. You get this one here. I actually have one of these, not from this set, but I've been using this for a while. This one is their buffing brush, and I think it's perfect for applying the foundation. They say that it's good for full coverage application of loose or compact powder foundation. I just used it with my liquid foundation and it was fantastic. These are really nice for applying powder all over as well. The next one that I used was this flat one here. They call this the square foundation brush. I actually use this for my contour and bronzer today. I just applied it, I stamped it down with this brush, and then I went over it with this other brush. I've been using this brush here. It has slightly different packaging on it because mine was from a limited edition set, but I've been using this one for a couple of years now for my bronzer. But this is their contour brush. I absolutely love it for getting right in this region here. It's easy to brush around the temple area and just to go around the perimeter of your face, I think. So on the back of the box for this one, it says it's for delicate application of highlighter or contour product above or below the cheekbones. And then the last brush that this set comes with is kind of a random one. It's really cute though. It's very tiny. This is their detailer brush. I'm actually happy to see this one in the kit because I honestly don't have anything similar to this. But it says on the back, it's precision cut to effortlessly conceal problem areas. I think you could use it for this area here for like inner corner highlight. You could apply some concealer, some brightening concealer right there. You could go around your eyebrows, I think. And like they said, you could use it around the lip area too, or like spot concealing any blemishes that you have. It would be really nice. So I think the set is fantastic. Like I said, I'll put the price up on the screen, but I was really excited to see this set available on the Octoly website. If you were buying these individually, you'd probably spend like over $30 getting all of these individually. So I think it's a really nice kit for an inexpensive price. Probably 3/4 of my brushes are the Real Techniques brushes, so I really love them. Very happy to see this on the Octoly website. In case I forget to mention, these Real Techniques brushes and the sets were sent to me complimentary from Real Techniques, but let me take these out. The little cup on this one is a little bit smaller, which I don't mind because I can put my eye brushes in there and it'll kind of help me differentiate between the larger brushes and my smaller brushes. But anyway, this one is called their Enhanced Eye Set. I used the majority of these brushes today. I think the only one that I didn't use is the eyeliner brush. This would probably work best with like a gel eyeliner. I just didn't use that today. I use this all over the lid to put down like a base color, but this is their medium shadow brush right here. I really like the shape of this one. I don't have Real Techniques brushes that are quite this large. I have smaller ones that would apply shadow all over the lid, but it would take a little bit longer. This is just a larger version of that, I think. This one says it is wide and flat with tapered bristles to softly sweep and blend powder or cream shadows on the eyes. I really like the shape of this one, and it's extremely soft. I don't have a Real Techniques brush quite like this. This is like a blending crease brush right here. This is called their Essential Crease Brush. It is a soft and tapered design for effortless shaping and with using powder or cream eyeshadows, and I just used kind of a light shade and tossed it into the crease area, blew it out, blended it out quite a bit. So I was very happy with how this performed. The next one, I use this more towards the outer part of my eye right here, but this one, this is their shader brush. You can see it's a little bit shorter and stubblier. This one says it is short and dense for maximum color pickup and even distribution along the eyes. I would agree. I think that this one packed on the color really nicely. If you wanted a really concentrated area of color on your eye, I wanted to make this outer color show up a little bit more. I used Sumptuous Olive at the outer corner of my eye, and I think it packed it on really well. So very pleased with this. And then the last brush that comes in this set specifically is their Lash Separator. None of mine that I have actually have this little like cap thing, and I really appreciate that because when it's kicking around in my makeup bag, sometimes these can get kind of dirty and then you have to clean them off before you use them. But I haven't cleaned this one yet since using it today, but I really like how they're spaced out. Sometimes if they're too spaced, like if there's too much space in between the little wire bristle things, then you can't evenly comb through your lashes, but this one worked great and I was very pleased with it. So this one's definitely going to be an essential that's going to be in my brush bag for sure. I really liked this one. I actually have another candle from Bath & Body Works. I picked these up a while back, a couple months back now. This one is the White Barn Cactus Blossom fragrance. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Let me get the notes on the bottom here. It says it has cactus flower petal, sun-kissed coconut, vanilla, fresh sparkling lemon with essential oils. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful fragrance. I would wear this as a perfume if it was available in a perfume. So Bath & Body Works, get on that. I recently picked up a eyeliner sample from Sephora not too long ago. This is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Fly Liner. This is the long wear liquid eyeliner, and it's just a little deluxe sample, but I was extremely impressed with this. I think I might purchase this next time during the next VIB sale. I like how it almost has like this triangular shape, so it's almost flattened on the three sides, so it's easier to hold as you're doing your liner. This one's a felt tip, but it glides just like the tattoo liner and the Clinique Pretty Easy liquid liner. So it's extremely jet black. It does have a slight, I would say a slight satin finish to it. It's not quite matte, but it's not quite a super shiny finish. I think it's great. I'm definitely gonna be finishing this off before I go and purchase a full size. I also have a Clinique, my Clinique Pretty Easy liquid liner. I just opened that one up too, but I wanted to try this out and it's getting some really high reviews. So if you're in the market for a new liquid liner and you want something easy, I thought it was really easy to control along the like the base of the eye, but to do the wing, it's a little bit tricky, but I think it's just because I'm used to using a brush tip applicator instead of the felt tip, but this is really nice. And I think it's about the same price range as the Kat Von D tattoo liner and the Clinique one. So if you're using one of those already, it wouldn't be that big of a jump to go to the Fenty one. That's actually the first Fenty product that I've ever tried, and it's been a really nice, pleasant experience. I have been using the same blush brush for, I don't know, years now, at least 5 years. I mostly use my MAC 129 blush brush, but I've used it for so long that it's losing shape up here. It looks entirely different than it did when it was first purchased, but it's just because I've been using it on a daily basis for years. And so I really wanted to try out a new blush brush. I saw that there was one available on the Octoly website. I mentioned this in my vlog not too long ago. This was available on the Octoly website. I thought it looked perfect. It's the same kind of similar sizing, but this one is synthetic. This is a natural bristle brush. This is the Shana B Miami blush brush. This is a cruelty-free brand, and like I said, the bristles are synthetic here. It does have a little bit of blush left on it from when I did my makeup earlier, but it just applies my blush in the perfect way. It blends it out beautifully. I don't have to go back and like sit there and buff around, because sometimes the problem with this one is that it just picks up so much product because it is a natural bristle brush, but this one is synthetic, so I can apply it and gradually build it up. I'm definitely going to be using this in Get Ready With Me very, very soon, but I just wanted to mention this. I love how full it is. I love everything about this brush, and I've even used this for powder, not specifically like blushes and bronzers and everything, but like face powder. Depositing the face powder, it does a fantastic job as well. I've been playing around with some eyeliners recently. I just picked this one up from the, was it the November VIB sale or the April one? I think I got this one in April, but this is the Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil. This one is in Paradise. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. So it's like this really bright teal. Once you apply them, you let them dry for about, I don't know, 15 seconds, and then they're set. You cannot move them. That is what it looks like there. It just catches the light in the most beautiful way. I did have a couple of these sent to me complimentary from Lancome not too long ago. Ones that I would definitely recommend is this green one here. This is Pont de Art. This is a matte green, like a forest green. It's so beautiful. That is what it looks like there, and it's dark enough to where you could pass it off with it being a black, but it actually has enough green in it to where if you just wear it on your upper lash line, you can tell that it's a green liner. This one is in Macadam, and I'll put this one right next to it. That is Macadam right there. But they're just so beautiful. They're so creamy and smooth. Something that I will note, like some of these liners, if you put a layer down, it's a little bit sheer and see-through, so if you let it dry down for like 15 seconds, then you put a second layer over it, it's super pigmented, very opaque, and you can't see through it. This one specifically is beautiful for the summertime. If you're looking for a really bright pop of teal or green or something along those lines, I definitely recommend this one. It's absolutely beautiful. I do have some kind of like meh products, not really fails or horrible products, but just some that I'm just not seeing the results with, or I'm just not happy with how they're performing. This first one, I picked it up earlier this year. This is the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro Instant Wrinkle Filler Tri-Polymer Blend right here, and you're supposed to put this on your wrinkles and then apply like a face moisturizer afterwards, and it's supposed to erase the signs of your wrinkles or blur them out or something, but this has been doing nothing. It almost has the same texture as like a primer. I've only been using it in my smile line region and a little bit right through here, but I'm kind of disappointed in it, and it wasn't very cheap either. So as you can see, it just fades to, it goes from a white to a clear, and it's kind of sticky and tacky, but I've seen zero results from this product, so I don't know if I need to use it on a continual basis. At first I was just using it before I applied makeup, but then I started trying to use it on a daily basis. I don't know, I guess obviously I'm just gonna keep using it and see if it changes at all or if I can see any results, but at the moment it's kind of disappointing to me. The final product, it's not really a dud, I was just expecting more from it, but this is the No. 7 Airbrush Away Tinted Skin Perfector. This has a satin finish and sheer coverage, and it's supposed to be enriched with skincare benefits. This is the lightest version available in the shade light, and it's also suitable for sensitive skin. This was actually sent to me complimentary from number 7 through the Octoly website. When I applied for it, I was under the impression that it would be a very light, you know, sheer tinted moisturizer or BB cream or something along those lines, but it's super sheer. It has a very strange consistency. It almost feels like a silicone primer. Let me show you a little bit. I have to use the smallest amount of this stuff. I would like to build up the coverage a little bit, but it's just so dark, I can't do that. And I know with tinted moisturizers and BB creams, you can kind of get away with having it a couple shades lighter or a couple shades darker. So that is what it looks like there. It's very silicone-y, like I said. It blends pretty well. I found that it's easiest for me to apply this on bare skin and then just toss some face powder over the top. Just have a very light makeup day. So you can see the difference between my two hands. This has just the slightest little bit of a tint to it. But the texture is just so odd. Sometimes it'll peel up if I'm combining other products with it that it doesn't agree with. So that's a drawback. It does have a very odd scent to it as well. I'm not a big fan of the scent, but it kind of dissipates after a little bit. On the box, it does say that it is a color adjusting formula that helps make flaws disappear. I don't know, it kind of blurs out the skin a little bit, so your imperfections just look a little blurred out and not as noticeable. It says that the silicone elastomer blurs the appearance of pores and fine lines. I would agree with that. It also says it's velvety soft and easily blended. I would agree with both of those. It blends in super fast, and it says it's so light that you'll forget it's even there. I hardly see anything on my actual face when I wear this product, so I mean, I guess I would agree that I forget that it's there, but I don't know, I guess I was expecting more from this product. It's not a dud per se, but I was just expecting more. So anyway, those are all my products that I've been loving for the past couple months and ones that I'm just kind of like meh about. So let me know if you've tried out any of these products. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are with them, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.